Deputy Prime Minister TemesgenTiruneh highlighted the significance of the 41st Annual Conference of the Association for Educational Assessment in Africa and reflecting on achievements and shaping a future where quality education is a guarantee for every child. In his opening remarks addressed to the conference, which is an ongoing event in Addis Ababa, Temesgen added that educational assessment is not merely a tool, but a vital compass guiding educational progress. The conference serves as a platform for sharing innovative practices and transforming ideas into tangible progress, the Deputy Prime Minister emphasized. He also pointed out that Africa needs to build systems that empower learners, strengthen nations, and advance the prosperity of the continent.
Let Ethiopia be the bridge between what we have been and what we dare to become. Let us pledge here to build systems that empower every learner, that strengthen every nation, that advance prosperity for all of Africa.
Temesgen also called for a common continental assessment framework which would provide coherence across nations, enhance mobility for learners and educators, and respect local cultures and curricula. Association for Educational Assessment in Africa President Mafu Rakonetsi emphasized the imperative for educational systems to confront historical injustices. He urged practitioners and policymakers to revise assessment methods to ensure fairness and accuracy, which are vital for informed decision-making.
This conference to make a contribution from an educational assessment perspective to addressing historical injustices. Used idiomatically in the context of the conference taking place here in Addis, an argument could be advanced that the AU calls on all of us as assessment practitioners and policymakers to make some adjustments to our ways of assessing in order to treat those that we assess in a fairer and more accurate manner for informed decision-making.
Expressing a vision for a prosperous, united, and innovative Africa, the President stressed the need for a common assessment framework to elevate educational standards and promote equitable access to quality education across the continent. On her part, Education Division Head at African Union, Sophia Ndemtula Ashipala, highlighted the relevance of transforming educational assessment systems towards quality learning and informed decision-making to achieve African Union Agenda 2063.
Transforming educational assessment system toward quality learning and informed decision-making could not be more timely or relevant. It reflects our collective commitment and shared vision that transformative, inclusive, and innovative education assessment is pivotal to the realization of the aspiration of Agenda 2063, the Africa we want, and the African Union Decade of Accelerated Action for the Transformation of Education and Skill Development in Africa.
Ashipala outlined African Union's commitment to modernizing and harmonizing educational assessment systems to meet 21st century needs, focusing on competency-based and learner-centered models. In his turn, Education Minister of Ethiopia, Professor Birhanu Nega, urged Africans to become conscious of evolving trends in the dynamic contemporary world.
This is a time as Africans to start to think carefully about what our future location would be in this emerging civilizational movement. In that sense, you have come to Ethiopia at a time when, because of this self-consciousness, we are doing quite a lot of reforms, change, that's not intended in changing our country today, although that's part of it, but also anticipating what is coming and how we are supposed to prepare for this drastically changing world.
Professor Birhanu pointed out Ethiopia's swift advancement across various sectors, including agriculture, infrastructure, and energy, emphasizing that similar progress is being made in the educational landscape through enhanced assessment practices, Ethiopian News Agency reported.